Wow. I didn't expect that. What the fuck did I just watch? Like, genuinely, what the fuck did I just watch? That was very, very unpredictable. Now, I know it's obvious that it was unpredictable, but I was sitting there and I was like, man, it's not that I don't want the Eagles to win. Like, I didn't really have a horse in this race. Again, my big thing and my big gripe was, with the Chiefs. All right, you guys are dominant. You guys have been dominant. Sit the fuck down. Then you got the Eagles and the Eagles fans, and you see the Eagles fans. You're like, I don't deserve no fucking ring. It's not even necessarily the Philadelphia Eagles. They've done nothing wrong. Well, they have done. They've kicked us, my Eagle or my Vikings ass a few times in these playoffs. I always go to the 2016 playoffs because we got our ass kicked, or it's 2018. Was 2018? Regardless, the Super Bowl was a Super Bowl in history. That's how I sum this up. I know I'm not the only person that felt at some point Kansas City would break through and they would find their run and we would be talking about a three-score game. And then all I could think about was how Tom Brady was the broadcaster of this game. And with Tom being the broadcaster of this game, if they had that mega comeback, that would have been very ironic, very poetic, very funny, all three at the same time. But it wasn't that whatsoever. They could not get that offense going at all. It was confusing. I was not frustrated for the Chiefs, but I was frustrated for the Chiefs. I was like, wow, you know, I wanted the Eagles to win, because Chiefs, I don't want y'all to be the one to get 3 feet, if I'm being completely honest. But not in this fashion. I thought it would be a one-score game, again, but that's the predictable outcome. This wasn't the outcome we expected. Once Kendrick performed, we came back. I was like, "Fuck, this shit again? Like, we gotta watch more of this shit? This shit is already over." And again, because it's the Chiefs, you obviously sit there and you say, "Yeah, it's the Chiefs, but yeah, I don't think this one is a comeback." And that's all I was saying the whole Super Bowl. I just kept telling my woman, like, the Eagles just look too good. They don't look like they're going to slow down. Now, obviously, they finally started to score in the fourth quarter, and it's like, where the fuck was this all along? Where was the long bombs to Xavier Worthy? What happened to you guys that put you guys in this position? They looked defeated damn near the whole game, it felt like. Like, again, I know you go into the bench when bad things happen, you try to will the team back together. That's not what was happening at all. I did not feel like there was a let's bring this welding to the team and have Patrick Mahomes getting back to Patrick Mahomes while we got Travis Kelce starting to find his spots again and getting our running back game kind of sort of competent here, because everything just felt incompetent. Everything just felt off. The offensive line was getting killed by the defensive line. Josh Sweat was in the backfield. I feel like every single fucking play in I thought the Chiefs might start getting referee calls. Devil's magic was not deviling today. I think God came and, put that put put that sprinkle on the Eagles, because the Chiefs had no type of nothing. They just seemed winded, or just again, it felt like there was a lack of any energy. It felt like there was a lack of any togetherness, which is weird to say about the Chiefs. I get when you're lost like that in a Super Bowl, it's demoralizing. Again, how do you come back from something like that? How do you put this team back in a position to want to get back to a Super Bowl next year after losing by so much? Again, I know there's going to be motivations. It's the Chiefs. So you can't just take them out of I take them out of the equation, but wow, Saquon Barkley didn't have a dominant game. I mean, again, I gotta give Jalen Hurts a lot of credit. He really came to ball. Jalen Hurts was balling the fuck out. He was hooping his ass off. Yes, I said hooping. I meant hoop. There was no way to stop Jalen Hurts. He needed to use his feet. He was gonna use his feet. He had one blemish, which was the interception on that one blitz. But otherwise, Jalen Hurts was making every play possible. Again, if that was being able to use that arm when he could, or when he needed to use his feet, he went and used his feet. AJ Brown was a pleasant surprise. Devontae Smith was able to get a touchdown. This team looked really fucking good. And this is a young team. This team isn't old. This team doesn't have a whole bunch of veterans. I know they got some guys that are on their way out. But for the most part, these guys are young. Their corners are young. Cooper DeJean is young. Quinion Mitchell is young. Jalen Carter is young. Jordan Davis is young. Again, fuck guys. What the why? Why again? And when I got into the game, I was talking a lot of shit about the Chiefs, and I'm like, I don't really have a horse in this race. Like I had to just make that clear. I didn't go into the game with a specific player. I did talk a lot of shit about the Chiefs, but that's because the Chiefs are automatically going to be talked about. The narrative on Patrick Mahomes is stupid. Let me just say that I think the people that are sitting here trying to find anything to discredit anything Patrick Mahomes has brought early on in his career, going into the next part of his career is just crazy. Narratives run so fast and they try to go as long as they can, but they die even faster. Again, as soon as Patrick Mahomes gets right back on the field next year and he does what Patrick Mahomes does, however that happens, if they when they make the playoffs, all we're going to be talking about is who the fuck is going to stop the Chiefs no matter what the Chiefs look like. I know Travis Kelce talked about how he didn't know how much longer he had, but again, you got Patrick Mahomes on your team. You got a team that is set up for success. And again, I do not expect for this Chiefs team to just fall off all of a sudden or for the conversations about Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs being able to be as good, if not better, than the Tom Brady led dynasty, which right now I don't have that. I still think they got some Super Bowl wins to go if they want to be in that conversation, of course. But that shit don't just go away. And I hate that the narrative thing happens so fucking fast after a game. They got dominated. I understand that. I understand with being dominated, it puts the Chiefs in a certain position that they probably didn't expect to be in because again, being dominated like that, and you're supposed to be this team that is the dynasty of this era, it's a hard pill to swallow. They didn't show any type of dynasty quality. This is the first time a fan is seeing Patrick Mahomes. They're like, wow, Patrick Mahomes is ass. How is that the best quarterback in the league, right? There's just a lot of things that you start to realize, like, but again, if you were somebody that actually understands the game and understands, like, Tom Brady went through his own adversity. It wasn't just shits and giggles for him. He lost to the Giants twice, and he lost to the Eagles towards the end. Like, there's things that happen throughout these quarterbacks' careers. There's a reason why Patrick Mahomes is even in that conversation in the first place. That's my point. And it sounds like I'm caping for the Chiefs, but I just hate that we have to sit here and find a way to discredit a player to prop another player up. Tom Brady is clearly the GOAT. And just because Patrick Mahomes might be in the conversation doesn't mean that any of us is actually putting him in front of Tom Brady right now. I'm not. I don't know if you are, if the people that are watching right now, but I'm not. And I'm not going to until I see consistency and see Tom Brady has 7 fucking rings. 7 rings. He has more than man, man. About to go on a rant about Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, and that's not my point. My point is this. When the Chiefs win again, we'll be sitting here fucking dick riding them all over again. Not me. I'm saying I'm going to keep my same stance about Mahomes, about the Chiefs overall. They are a dynasty right now. They are going to be in those conversations, obviously, but give it some fucking time. Jesus Christ. Again, they got and 3 of them is a really hard feat to do for a franchise in general. There are franchises that don't have rings whatsoever. So again, to be in this position, I just got to give them credit. Nonetheless, there's a lot of credit that needs to be given. But the Eagles, holy shit, Jalen Hurts, the Saquon Barkley, even Nick Sirianni as a head coach, there is just a lot of credit that needs to be given more than trying to take away from the Chiefs. That's my bigger point. But anyways, y'all, I'm going to get up out of here. Y'all stay blessed. Have a good day.